Jewish studies is an academic field that seeks to analyze and understand Jews and Judaism from an interdisciplinary perspective, using tools like historical research, literary analysis, philosophical reflection, political science, ethnography, and much more.
Jewish studies courses are not meant only for Jews, and they won't teach you how to be Jewish. Instead, Jewish studies courses expose students of all backgrounds to the study of Judaism, Jewish culture, and Jewish history from antiquity until today, including the dynamic relationship between Judaism and Christianity, Islam, and other faiths and belief systems. Jewish studies courses offer a window onto the world.
Many of our courses fulfill Weinberg College distribution requirements, and interested students can major or minor in Jewish studies. We also partner with the Middle East and North African Studies program, MENA, to provide Hebrew language classes at the beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels.
There's so much value in having as many people as possible from all different backgrounds and disciplines, and whether that's geographic or religious backgrounds. I accept in all my classes, you can take the class as a senior, but you can also take it as a freshman. And I love the idea of us all learning together. You also don't have to take my classes with any prior knowledge or any prerequisite.
It was just that each course really offered this different window into Jewish cultural and political history and Jewish life in general. I felt like I was becoming a more well-rounded student and also more well-rounded in my own knowledge of myself and my community and my own personal history.
I think as someone who in general is very committed to my Jewish identity and Israel and having conversations about Judaism in Israel, taking these courses has definitely made me feel like I have a place at the table with a lot of conversations about these things. I feel like I have a really deep and rich understanding of a wide array of topics.
I grew up in a Christian household, and so everything I knew about Judaism, I knew only through the lens of Christianity. Not the best lens to know about Judaism. That was what really excited me about getting to take Jewish studies courses, is to just learn from a different perspective rather than reading the Hebrew Bible from a Christian perspective.
I do come from a Jewish day school background. I think in general, just being able to take classes with people who have varying backgrounds was also really helpful for me.
Consider Jewish history an angle and a window. Jewish history gives you an angle at a broader society. It might be 15th century Venetian Republic, it might be 18th century France, it might be 20th century Poland. You are looking at a broader culture through the prism of an ethnic, religious, cultural, or national minority, whatever is the period of time you're looking at.
I think of the courses that I took at Northwestern, I think those in the Jewish studies were perhaps like the most impactful on me. I would oftentimes bring up things that I learned in class or readings or discussions that I had in my various classes with my family, with friends, over the dinner table, hanging out.
I think that my favorite was God After the Holocaust because, first of all, I think Professor Schifrin's an amazing professor, and I think it really got me to think about things in a new way and was able to transition me into college well, and really helped with my writing skills at the beginning of school when I really didn't know how to write a college paper.
I took a Talmud class with Professor Blimpheimer. I really enjoyed that class for a couple of reasons. First of all, studying rabbinic literature and studying Jewish law was something that I hadn't done since I was in middle school at a Jewish day school. So this opportunity to come back in college and revisit those texts again was definitely an exciting and nostalgic experience for me.
There's just such a wide variety of subject areas and courses spanning from medieval to modern. You really can't go wrong, and if you're even a little bit interested in exploring Judaism, Jewish history, Jewish thinking, Jewish writers, it's just a really, really valuable resource for students, and would really encourage those who are interested to get involved. In addition to the courses and the faculty, there's just really cool events going on throughout the year, and I think my time at Northwestern was really, really enriched by my involvement with the Crown Center and also just taking these Jewish studies courses.